Hello, this is Pieboy, and welcome back to the track. This is race 4 of this season of the Precision Racing League Championship on PC, and this was quite a fun race. So we'll get into it with qualifying first, which this track I wasn't very good to begin with. Usually in time trial I'm able to get into the top 5%. I was only able to get into the top 9% this time, so it didn't surprise me too much that I was down in P10 for qualifying. But then I pulled out this lap from somewhere. So you have to be really careful through there. It's really easy to get your tires to the left of that kink and corner cut. Actually, this track is really easy to corner cut. I got lucky that I didn't go off track there. Sometimes I go down to third gear to get a good run into the next one. Some people really hate this track. I won't say that I'm a huge fan of it because a lot of the corners feel awkward and it doesn't give you the runoff that you would like. But that's also part of the difficulty of it. So getting in a good lap still feels good. I'm running 4.4 wings. I thought it'd be better to have lower wings to be able to keep people behind me on the straights and to be able to pass people easier. But it does make turning a little difficult. If you can see, I'm 1.2 seconds up on my previous hot lap. So I'm really happy with this run. That puts me P3. Now Mega Man pips me for that.
You get a penalty in qualifying.
I accidentally crashed into Falco, and I'm going to take this moment to apologize for that.
That's alright. I didn't feel a thing. I saw you coming behind. I was trying to kind of gap myself with the driver in front. You bumped me and I just, oh, sorry. It's okay.
So MBR did a good job.
I just wasn't looking at the brake markers because the track looks the same no matter where you are.
Now getting on into the race. I decided for a one-stop strategy. And here we go. So I get a little wheel spin off the line. Zephyr blasts past me. He always gets a good start. And MBR, who had that 5th place grid penalty, he gets to the inside. I've really learned that at the starts it's good to not do like a F1 braking style where you brake hard. More of a general driving about town kind of braking where you're soft on the brakes. I go up the inside of Mega Man, but he gets back around the outside. When we're so close, I don't like to be line astern straight behind them. I like to be offset a bit so that I don't run into the back of them. So I'm wondering here, am I going to have another long battle with Mega Man throughout this race like we did in past several races? So if Mega Man ahead of me and Dead Zero behind me, and the gap is kind of opening up both directions. I'm feeling good that I'm safely getting through this first lap. That was half my trouble in previous seasons, not being able to safely get through the first lap. It's like Dead Zero fell behind a bit more. And I'm just taking this track cautiously. I didn't get as much practice as I would have liked to. So I'm going slow into corners and trying to get fast out. That way I don't corner cut as much and I can get good traction out. So it doesn't look like I'm keeping up with Mega Man, but in the previous race this is what happened, and then later on in the race I caught him. So maybe there's still a chance. Started to make a few mistakes, and Dead Zero is catching me. So I was thinking that Dead Zero is too far to make a lunge at me, but I was wrong. That red arrow comes up, he's side by side, we make a little contact, and it looks like he spun out because of it. I don't think I was to blame, but you guys let me know in the comments what you think about it. I think it was just a racing incident. We got side by side. We were both trying to get to the middle of the track. He thought I had more room to the inside. I thought he had more room to the outside. And I had to work to not spin out myself. I was able to catch it, and looks like he wasn't. This was really annoying. Iceman dove up the inside of me, and then since he went out of bounds first, it thought that I overtook him illegally and made me give the position back, and I lost 3 positions because of that move. So now here I'm trying to catch back up to Babino, and I think it was Tron and Iceman who got by me as well. If there's one thing that I learned from this race, that I need to do better at covering my inside. People kept chucking it up the inside of me, so I need to close that door. So I'm on the back of Babino, but want to look for a clean place to overtake. Through these corners it's really hard to, so I'll wait for the straight. Now the problem is he's going to get DRS as well. I'm up into Rich Mix, DRS. He goes up alongside Iceman, and I decided I didn't want to get into there. One too many cars going through that corner. So I'll be patient. So I get up alongside him here. I smoothly get by him. He's right on my tail, so he tries to go around. I leave space at the apex, but he didn't go for it, so I get past Babino. Time to chase down Iceman. I cut the corner just a little, which is really easy to do on this track. Catching Iceman pretty quickly. I'll have DRS here. So up in Rich Mix, DRS, get into his slipstream. Closing. I want the inside on this next corner. That was really close. I just about bumped him in the side. That would have been really bad. And I just felt a tap there. So I think Iceman ran into the back of me after I made the overtake. I slowed down more than he was expecting to make the next corner. And you see, he goes into the pits. So he probably broke his wing running into the back of me there. So I'm sorry if I was the cause of that. Once again, in the comment section, let me know if you think I did anything wrong. But my view, I think I made a clean overtake. And there, I just had a brain lapse, and at the 100-meter board I realized I had forgotten to brake and go way deep. Babino's by me again. So yeah, that was a pretty big mistake I made there. Luckily there wasn't a wall there. There was plenty of runoff room to get back on track. So time to hunt Babino down again. So I'm in DRS range, but I think I'm too far back to make a lunge at him this time, so I'm not going to go up into rich mix yet. Just try to get close to him for the main straight. That was a little close. Looks like I got a better run through that corner. I still decided not to use my rich mix. I probably should have, looking back at this, but so we'll go for another half lap to a lap. I want to protect my front wing. I don't want to do anything dangerous. Just want to look for an easy pass. He's not slowing me up too much. Oh, second track limit violation. Although I do think it helped me get closer to him. Okay, now up to rich mix, DRS. See if I can do the same thing to him as I did to Iceman the lap before, or 2 laps before. Yep, easy overtake. He doesn't get side by side with me. I stay in front. I lock up my brake a little, but stay pass. Looked like Zephyr had an off or something. Caught up to him and he goes wide. I'll take that position. Thank you.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
So I probably should have also used rich mix here because Zephyr's having a lunge at me and Babino wants to come at me too. I'm gonna go 3 wide. Babino takes the worst of it. I try to avoid Zephyr. Babino goes up my inside and we collide. I think he spins out behind me, or in looking at his view, he goes off track and loses traction because he gets on cement rather than asphalt, and that threw him back into Zephyr and spun Babino out worse. Luckily Zephyr didn't get hurt from that. Once again, let me know in the comments whether you think it was my fault or just another racing incident. So Zephyr's keeping up with me pretty well. He was ahead of me earlier, so tried to go around, but I defended on the inside because I knew the inside would be easier to overtake, and I successfully defend my position. Looks like he's pretty far back now. I noticed one thing, Zephyr was really struggling in sector 3.
We're approaching a pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
think he's still in DRS range. Probably took that corner a little too cautiously, and Zephyr is right on my tail again. A little wide there. So this gives him a chance. And he goes deep and knocks me off track. But once again, the things that
Cede that position or receive a penalty. Our gap behind is 3.2 seconds.
thinks I did an illegal overtake and I have to let him by. Now Zephyr after the race told me if I had got on TeamSpeak and told him that it was forcing me to give him the position back, he would have slowed down and given it back to me. So I'll remember that for next time. He was actually trying to give the position back to me when we went off track, but that backfired. So he was trying to do the courteous thing. It's just the game was annoying. So luckily Falco Bronzo took it cautiously and didn't try to pass us when we were struggling. Oh, and there's Mega Man. It's like Mega Man took himself out or something happened. So I'm going to get good points against him in the championship, it looks like. So it's now my turn to try to catch up to Zephyr and see if I can get past him. I use DRS to close, but we have lap after lap of this where he's faster than me in Sector 1 and gets away, and then I'm faster than him in Sector 3 and close the gap. And so we had this constant yo-yo. So fast forward through here, because we maintained the gap. Now we both decide to pit at lap 10. So I did 10 laps on these Ultra Softs, time to go on to the Super Softs for the rest of the race. Russia has a very smooth surface, so there's not much tire wear. But towards the end of the race, I realized that my front left really took a beating.
Exit now.
I lost some time there because my pit would not turn the light green. I had to wait there extra long for Zephyr to go by.
Scheduled pit stops.
So I have to work hard to try to get back the gap that I lost there through the pits. So I skip ahead 2 more laps and I'm back into DRS range. Just finished the first main straight. I'm still not terribly close to him. First lap out on the Super Softs, I did a lap that was 1 second faster than any previous lap, so my Ultra Softs were definitely getting worn. It was nice to be on fresh rubber again. So let's have another try with DRS. I'm still not close enough to really try to make a pass. This is just to keep myself close. Once again, I'm able to start closing the gap through here. I learned that it's good to take that corner slower because it's kind of the crest of a hill. As soon as you're on the other side of the hill, it slopes away from you. It's really easy to skid and lose time. So if you go slow into it, then you can hit the gas harder right after the apex and get a better turn into the next corner. So DRS again. And it's really helping me close behind him. Zephyr makes a bit of a mistake there, goes wide. He probably got corner cutting, so if I stay right here for the rest of the race, he probably has corner cutting penalties, and I'll take the position. Because I have not gotten a penalty yet. I've had 2 corner cuts, and I'm being careful not to get another. So once again, through sector 1, he pulls away from me. And now with DRS, a better run through sector 3. I hope that I'll be able to catch him and eventually make a pass him. Like he had some small lockups there. Feather the throttle around that corner. He took that corner too slowly, and I'm right on his gearbox. But the problem with that is then I have to be even more careful. So he gets a better run through that final quarter than he usually does. If I go up in rich mix and with DRS, maybe I'll be able to pass him. So again, it's a slipstream. He moves to cover the inside. He locks up, and I have to go deep to make sure that I don't run into him. So he successfully defends for another lap. So fast forward a little, we do more of this cat and mouse of him faster in the first sector, and looks like I am too far behind to get DRS that lap. So hopefully through sector 3, maybe I can get something. So I improve that lap. Got DRS. But then he pulled away from me through those corners. He goes super wide. But I'm not close enough to capitalize, and Dead Zero retired from the session. Now that is going to set off a chain of dominoes. I'm currently in 6th position. And once we get to the main straight, you'll see what I mean. So I had DRS that time again to catch Zephyr. He has a little lockup. I'm gaining on him again. Now he goes wide through there, and I get a better run. So I think I have a chance to pass him here. DRS. There's a car in the middle of the track, and Zephyr just got taken out. And I'm in 4th place. So what happened there was Dead Zero was getting tired of the race and didn't like this track, so he just purposefully crashed and took himself out on the main straight, which put his car in the middle of the track. Well, Tron comes by, sees the car in the middle of the track, tries to dodge it, loses control of his car, crashes out himself. Now he's stuck in the middle of the track. Oh, the game doesn't properly ghost him, so when Zephyr and I come up, Zephyr is on the left, I'm on the right. Zephyr has nowhere to go. He hits Tron and loses his wheel, and he's out of the race, putting me into 4th place. That's not the way I wanted to get into 4th place, and we're all a little upset about that. About Dead Zero purposely taking himself out and ruining 2 other people's races. But here I jump to the very last lap of the race. I'm 30 seconds behind MBR. Crazy Canuck. He was 5-6 seconds behind 10 laps ago. After 10 laps, he's only able to gain about 3 seconds on me. And so I know I'm safe as long as I don't make any big mistakes. Second to last corner. Here's the last corner coming up. And I'm in 4th place. It's my 4th top 5 finish in 4 races. I feel really good about that. And my teammate took 3rd position. So Haas is really representing here. Mercedes took 1-2, Haas 3-4.
Nice race there, MBR. Nice job on that podium.
Nice race, podium MBR, yeah.
And it looks like
that was great.
Pieboy is the only one without a penalty, it looks like.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was waiting for this. How many penalties did everyone get?
A lot. How many places you gain with that? I guess you gain, right?
Pieboy gains nothing.
No, I didn't gain
We had a
nothing,
30-second gap.
So that was my race in Russia. Took 4th place. I am now 3rd in the World Drivers' Championship with 49 points. Haas is 2nd in the Team Championship. And we are doing well. So if you liked this, leave a like, leave a comment what you thought about the incidents. And I look forward to seeing you back at the track next time. This is Pieboy.